2020 was a great and a bad year for a lot of things. For me in particular, it was a great year for photography. So I got the x100v about like 8 months or so ago, and I've taken a lot of great photos with it. But there were a few particular ones that kind of stood out to me. So sorry, I'm kind of still on a 2020 recap. It's only been like a week or so anyways. But yeah, there were only a few great photos that kind of stood out to me where I thought like, wow, that was a really good photo. So I kind of want to highlight those because each of them are interesting in their own way, and each of them kind of have like a little bit of a backstory with them. These might not seem like that great of photos to you, but for me personally, they embody the growth of my photography, so I really like them for various different reasons. These are all taken with the x100v, the Fujifilm x100v, and yeah, let's get started. So here is the first one right here. This is a photo I took back when we were in Joshua Tree. Me and a few friends had gone out there to kind of stay for a day and hang out and whatnot. We needed to get out of the city and stuff. So we went to Joshua Tree and we explored a bit. And this was on the very last day when we were about to head home. This was the last photo I took. Coming back on the hike, there was kind of this bend or curve on the road, and I saw the potential for this photo. So I reached over, and at the very perfect moment, I waited and took the picture where all of my friends were kind of taking the same step almost, and they were all lined up perfectly so they didn't get in the way of one another. I don't know, it just looks amazing. I had the right timing for this picture and the right idea in mind. So I edited this with classic negative or classic chrome. I can't remember because they both look really good to me. And what I really liked this photo was just how I had gotten to the point in photography where I was able to see kind of a scene and take it at the right moment, knowing the camera well enough to get all the settings right, how I kind of wanted it. So that's what made me really happy about this photo. Next up, we have a picture I took over in Sunken City. I made a video about it like a few weeks ago. So me and a friend went down over there to take some pictures. And this one I shot with a film simulation recipe, Portra 400. So I've never used this one on the x100v before, but this was kind of near the end of our night there as well. So as we were getting ready to leave, we passed by this rock. And I got it at the perfect moment as well. There were two couples sitting on this rock, almost evenly spaced out from one another. They kind of mirrored each other because they were both a unit, and then those couples themselves became a unit as well. Does that make sense? And then also there were these birds flying in the sky, if you look closer, that kind of mirror each of the couples, but the birds also make a unit themselves. So I thought the duality of this picture really shined shone because the idea of two was just a recurring like theme or motif in this kind of composition. I think this one came out great. One of my best pictures of 2020 for sure. This last one I have was when we were on our trip in San Francisco. We had just explored one of the beaches and we were on our way back. For some reason, a lot of these pictures tend to be when I'm on the way back to the car I don't know why, but I guess it's just like those very last pictures that you squeeze in at the last moment come out really well for me for some reason. So this one was, there was like a paraglider or a glider or something flying across the cliff sides, and this one was also a spur of the moment type of picture because I had to get him right in focus, right in the center of the frame. I knew I wanted that, so I waited, I took the shot, and I think I mirrored it nearly perfectly because you can see the cliff sides in the bottom right hand corner. They kind of mirror the highlights of the sun in the top left corner. And then it catches the glider right in the center of the photo, and the composition just looks completely pleasing to my eyes. I really like this picture, and it has to be one of the best photos. So anyways, that kind of wraps things up. There were only 3 best photos of 2020 for me. I really wanted to do 5, but I just couldn't find any others that stood out to me in the same way that these ones did. But those were what I would consider my best photos of 2020, simply because I look back every now and then and I'm just like, wow, that is just a good photo. I've gotten so much better. And it really shows the growth of my photography and where it's kind of headed in a certain direction. If you guys have any of your favorite photos from 2020, please don't hesitate to share them down below. I don't know if you can in the comments section or not. I really think they should add that kind of section. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, please do like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'll be making a lot more videos on the Fujifilm x100v, and hopefully you guys are there to see them. Yeah, thanks for watching guys, peace.